Hello everyone and welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's time for preview and predictions for Wednesday's game at Celtic Park against Hibs. I'm Paul and I'm joined again by Declan McConville. We're going to look ahead to Wednesday's game. So Declan, Hibs, so far this season we've had one victory, one defeat against them. They've obviously got a managerial situation of their own going on just now. Eddie May's in interim charge after Neil Lennon's left, so do you think that's going to help or hinder them on Wednesday night?
I think it might help our cause a bit, because Lenny seemed to always get the Hibs team up to come and play us, so I don't know how they'll set up against us. The game obviously in December was really disappointing. We changed our side about a bit, but on the day at Easter Road they absolutely battered us, and it was 2 going in 4 or 5, we were really poor that day. But I think with Lennon not being in charge now, the mood in the Hibs dressing room approaching a Celtic game might be a bit different, because it's as if when Lennon played as he still had a point to prove how good a manager he was. So I think the mood will be a bit different, so I don't know how it will go.
Aye, listen, I think we know all about Neil Lennon being the Celtic manager, and he was very good at getting his team up for big games.
Definitely.
They always played above themselves, and I think we could see that even in his time at Hibs. He's got a very good record against both Celtic and Rangers. They always seem to lift it, but he's gone now, so coming back to the game in December there, we're really poor. We went 3 back that day though. Izagiri played in a wing back position, which I think he really struggled with, and we've seen yesterday at St Johnstone, obviously really injuries are starting to pile up now, so you would expect us to go with 4 this time though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I imagine we'll stick to the back 4. That day Easter was just a complete disaster for me. Me and my pals Ellie and Caitlin missed the train in the morning. Well, we never missed the train, it got cancelled, so we were late. We were running at Easter Road, we had a cheer and Hibs had scored, and it was just a total disaster. A back 3 for us, does it work? And the team just now, I mean, the back 4, I know Ayer's suspended, and it looks as if Lustig's done his Achilles, but 5 clean sheets in 5 games is some record, so I imagine just stick to the back 4, especially at Celtic Park.
Absolutely, I think we're playing defensively really well just now, as you say. Haven't conceded a goal since we came back from the break. Scott Bain's looking really comfortable in between the sticks as well, so it's, with Ayer out, do you expect Beaton to come in and play beside Simulic?
I think I said it previous, we're short, obviously Comps and Henry. I don't know what the situation is with these 2 guys that are centre half. So, but Neil in his comments, I mean, obviously he's played there before. If it's for one game, he can do the business. You know, he's a professional footballer. He can pick a pass. So if it needs to be Beaton at centre half, it'll just need to be. But I have every confidence in the side. You know, the guys around him. Jozo seems to be coming into a bit of game, and yesterday he nearly scored. So he seems to be a bit more settled. I think a goal would have really helped his cause, but he seems to be a wee bit more settled. And Toyan coming on looks as if he's going to be a really good player for us too. So the injury problems are there, but the team seems it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what he does at centre half, because I think a home game it would be fine for Beaton to come in. As we know, being a midfield player, he's good with the ball. Not naturally a centre half, but he should be able to cope. But I just think I'm intrigued to see if Beaton is put ahead of likes of Hendry and Comper. I mean, as I said the other day,
situation, it seems as if
it looks like it.
Over them,
it looks like it. So, and Comper, we can't even count Comper because he's not even making squads.
No.
So, interesting to see if Beaton does come in there. Just in terms of Hibs' form, the last 3, obviously their first game back a couple of weeks ago, they lost 1-0 at Motherwell. They won at St Mirren, and then they were beaten on Saturday by Aberdeen. So a mixed bag, along with the managerial issues. They're not in great form.
No, they're not really sitting in a great position either. I mean, at the start of the season they looked okay, but they've slipped into that bottom half of the table, and their performance against Aberdeen, they were okay, but I don't know what it is with Hibs. They just seem to blow hot and cold. The boy that they had on loan, is it McLaren? He's a way back, so it's a big blow. I know obviously Ryan Gill's a good bit of business for them. They're waiting for Scott Allen to come again in the summer, so I don't really know what the situation is with Hibs just now.
As you say, they're very inconsistent. I think they're they're struggling as well. I think Ryan Porteous, is it? The boy centre half, is he injured?
Yeah, I think that was one of the problems with Lennon. It was wanting to get somebody else in, and
because he was excellent, to be fair. That boy,
really good.
When they played us against the road,
definitely, strong, powerful.
Looks like he's got potential, so they're missing him. But back onto the Celtic team then, we'll move on to your preferred 11 for Wednesday night. Due
to injuries, I would stick obviously with Scott Bain in goals. At full back, I would play Toljan and Emilio. It seems to be our only option. I spoke to Kieran for a couple of minutes at the game on Sunday, and he said he'd be back soon, so I don't really know what that means, but we'll just wait and see. And at centre back, stick with Simonovic at centre half, and I think Beaton will probably need to come in there because it looks as if Lustig's, as I said, done his Achilles. In midfield, Brown, who was absolutely terrific at McDiarmid Park, really powerful. He dictated play, he acted again like a Celtic captain, really raised his game to the level that we've expected. I think maybe his mind's been in other places with a new contract, fighting a bit of steel yard. But I think now he's signed that new deal, he seems, after that performance, he looked just back to what the expectation that we had in him under the double treble winning season. So in there, Brown, McGregor and Christie seems to be kind of just pick itself just now with Cham being injured. On the flanks, Sinclair on the left hand side, Forrest has picked up, I think it was his hamstring, Brendan says, so maybe Burke on the right hand side, and I think Weir needs to get his chance up front after that. I mean, coming on, his assist was terrific for Forrest, and his goal was great as well, so I think Weir should get the nod up top.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I asked in the full-time reaction yesterday about who people would maybe like to see as the first choice front three. Obviously we've seen Edouard go off with that injury after just coming back as well. It's really unfortunate for him, but we are having a great impact again off the bench. He looks so dangerous coming on, and I think that you could see as well the technical quality. See the ball over the top for Brown, running onto it at pace, great touch, great cross.
I think we've got Benayer's in there as well, a guy that can come out with the ball. He can play balls through the middle to him. He's good, you know, to beat his man and get there. So I think the rest of this season we've got a really exciting prospect in Weir.
Absolutely, I think we've seen yesterday as well. I think that's something we lacked in the first half of the season, having that real game changer to come off the bench, and I think we is.
Paddy did it under Brendan a lot, you know. Paddy Roberts would come on into games if maybe Forrest started and would give you that wee piece of magic, which I think we missed a lot with Paddy's injury. So Weir's, you know, he's awkward. If I was a defender, I really like to play against him if he Weir.
And obviously we were touching injuries, seemed to just be piling up yesterday. We think Forrest, just a wee tweak.
It's his I think he felt his hamstring, but you know, we played well. I mean, with 10 men, and we saw out the game really well, so that was unfortunate for Forrest. Lustig's Achilles. I think Christie got a bad one as well.
Christie, it was a rib knock on it, so again, we don't know, we're not sure. We think he'll be alright though,
he should be.
So expect him to come in there. Again, we are up top on his own. Another chance if he does start, like he had against Hamilton. We'll see how he does starting, because I say great impact player. It'd be good to see him a few more games from the start, and really see him get 60-70 minutes for the start. So predictions then for Wednesday night?
2-0 Celtic.
2-0 Celtic, yeah. I'll go 3-0. That is all we've got time for this week, so you know what to do. Like the video, don't forget to subscribe, comment with your own thoughts on the Hibs game below. Let us know what you think will happen with the team with the injuries and suspensions that we've got, and we'll see you back at Celtic Park on Wednesday. Thank you.